So before we all inevitably die of coronavirus because we're out of toilet paper and our worlds are in danger, I'm going to discuss a figure that I can only classify as the second coming of Christ. Never has a figure come so damn close to beating Combiner Wars Ultra Magnus as my favorite all-time figure. But holy shit, this is Commander Class Jetfire. A whole new size class in the Siege line that's just above Leader, but just shy of Titan. Jetfire transforms into an absolutely enormous space cruiser, and I call him that because he's too big to be just a jet. This figure is bigger than Combiner Wars Bruticus in his robot mode. Focusing on the jet mode, I don't even know where to start gushing about this figure. First of all, the sheer size of the thing. The wings take up an insane amount of surface area, and it really builds a strong presence with this figure. No one's gonna miss this coming into battle. The cockpit can open up to 3 Titan Masters to fit inside of, whether it's in the nose cone or the backpack seat. This thing is so big it would probably take 3 Titan Masters to pilot him and shoot all these guns. There are a total of 6 guns along with chest armor, a helmet that actually lines up with the eyes, which is a detail that might seem like nitpicking, but really makes this figure awesome. Yeah, they could have painted a black visor and not made it line up, but this is Siege and quality is actually important to the engineers for a change. All these parts form a super booster, which can look even more powerful with these fantastic effect parts this figure comes with. This is the universal firing piece that I use for pretty much every blast effect in every one of my stop motions. Now this is the part where things get insanely awesome. These red bars inside the hip skirts and black bars underneath the arms can fold down. These are handlebars for deluxe scale figures to deploy into battle, and this is absolute genius. They didn't have to make him do that, but they did, and I needed this more in my life than I could have possibly imagined. In conclusion, the jet mode is damn near flawless, aside from what you could call underkibble, if you're nitpicky and superficial. But this jet mode has an absolutely fantastic transformation in the robot mode. Transformation on this figure is an absolute miracle. The legs accordion down in a way that is truly amazing, storing the rocket boosters inside of them. The wings fold out in a satisfying way that makes you want to do it again another 100 times. The arms accordion out on these insanely crunchy ratchet joints, and the head springs out of a hidden trap door as the cockpit folds itself in half to form the chest. This transformation is an absolute god-tier process that I've done at least 200 times. This figure nearly usurped Combiner Wars Ultra Magnus as being my favorite all-time figure. Everything about this robot mode is imposing and amazing. He's a large, intimidating, borderline bodyguard that's fantastically balanced despite what could be called, I guess, a backpack. A lot of hat tricks with posability as well. As the hands open, these 5mm pegs on the inside of the hands disappear, and as they close, they reappear in a way that serves as a way of securely holding the gun. This was a joint that was so close to perfection, but the grip on the gun feels a little bit weird, and I don't want to bend or stress the port on the inside of the hand too much. Another nice little detail they added is the flip-out Autobot or Decepticon badge where you can switch at your leisure. This is an awesome detail they didn't have to add, but they did anyways. He also comes with this badass armor which pegs in through some 5mm ports across the figure. How do you get any closer to masterpiece quality? How do you improve Jetfire from here? This robot mode is the most effortless 10 out of 10 I have ever done. Everything about him is fantastic. The $80 price point is incredibly justified. I thought this was just going to be a renaming of the Leader class price point, but he's about 4 inches taller than Combiner Wars Magnus, and the plastic on this thing is amazing. In terms of scale, he's about the size of a Combiner Wars Combiner, and he is absolutely a must-have figure for your Siege or Earthrise collection. There are so little improvements that could have been made on this figure that he's borderline perfect. I highly recommend picking him up because he is an amazing figure. This has been the Stop Motion Reviewer, and my next review will be on Galactic Man Shockwave.